welcome to today's English class. I hope you'll enjoy this class. So I would like to know from you something. Do you have a pet? I think probably your answer is a big yes. You may have a cat, a dog, a rabbit, and maybe a monkey also. Okay. So today we are going to read about the story of a monkey. Let me show you this one. See, a monkey with a tail. Okay. And important thing is that the name of the monkey in the story is Toto. So the story is The Adventures of Toto. So let me write it on the blackboard. The Adventures of Toto. Do you know who wrote this story? This story has been written by Ruskin Bond. Now, would you like to know who is Ruskin Bond? Okay, let me tell you. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Landour, Missouri, India. He is an Indian author of British descent. He is considered to be an icon among Indian writers and children's authors and a top novelist. He is prolifically authored inspiring children's book and was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award to honor his work of literature. So, he is a great writer. Anyway, as we go through the story of Toto, let me explain to you. So you can see in the beginning there is a picture of a man in a tonga. Okay, so the story begins thus that the author's grandfather was very much fond of animals, and one day he met a tonga driver, and what he did, a monkey was there tied in the tonga, and the author's grandfather liked it and he thought of buying it. So he gave the proposal and readily the tonga driver agreed, and he paid an amount of ₹5 for buying the for buying the monkey. So Toto was a beautiful monkey, pretty, you can say pretty. Why? He had bright eyes, and though his eyes were mischievous, and he had pearly, 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 or you can say pearly. Pearly means like pearls. Pearls are very valuable, costly stones. So white, they were shining like white. But whenever Toto grinned at any elderly ladies, especially the Anglo-Indian ladies, they got frightened. Anyway, grandfather brought the monkey home, but it was a secret. Secret from whom? Secret from grandmother. The reason was grandmother used to fuss. You know the meaning of fuss? Let me write here. F-U-S-S means getting annoyed. Getting annoyed or angry or disturbed. Okay? Grandmother did not like grandfather bringing, because grandfather already had a zoo of animals. Okay? So we'll come to know about the zoo also. So it was decided to keep it as a secret till the right moment comes. So Toto was kept in the author's bedroom in a closet. Okay? And he was tied with the help of a peg and a socket. Would you like to know the meaning of peg? Peg, it is a small pin. And socket, of course, attachment. The meaning of socket is attachment. With the help of this peg and attachment, he was tied. So they went out for a few hours, but to their surprise, when they came back, what did they find? That on the wall, some decorative papers were there. The whole wall was spoiled. That means all the papers were torn because this is a monkey only. And Toto, from now we come to know, by the time we go through the story, we will come to know that he is a very mischievous, naughty, you can say, in other words, monkey. And he tore down all the papers. He also pulled out the peg and the socket from the wall. Apart from that one, do you know what he did? There was a blazer. The author's blazer was there in the almirah. So what he did? He tore down the blazer into so many pieces. Shred. In your book it is written shred. Okay. Shred, it is written small pieces. Small pieces. So it was torn into shred. But to the author's surprise, his grandfather was not angry. To him, the activities of Toto seemed to be clever, intelligent, and in fact he praised him. He praised him by saying that Toto, after a few days, next time maybe he will be able to tear a blazer and even tie it with knots and then escape through the window also. So what happened? That night Toto was transferred to the zoo in a bigger cage where other animals were also staying. 2 rabbits, means a pair of rabbit was there, a goat was there, a squirrel was there. But that night Toto was so naughty that he didn't allow any of these monkeys to sleep. Okay, he didn't allow any of these monkeys to sleep. Now as he did not allow anybody to sleep, the animals didn't like Toto. So next day grandfather had to go to Dehradun in a place called Saharanpur. There he had to take his pension. As the matter was still a secret to grandmother, grandfather decided to take him in a big canvas kit. Bag was strong enough, hay was laid down in the bag, and only the head could be popped out so that he could breathe. And Toto was not allowed. He was fixed in such a way that he couldn't move or put out his hands. His hands are very naughty, we already know. He can do anything. Even his teeth are also very sharp and he would bite away. But this bag, this canvas kit was beyond his reach. Means he couldn't bite out the canvas bag. So grandfather carried Toto up to Dehradun in Saharanpur. When they reached Saharanpur, when the ticket collector came to check the ticket, all of a sudden, what Toto did, he popped out his head and grinned, grinning, showing teeth. So grinned at the ticket collector. The old man was shocked, he was very shocked. And he said, "Oh my God, you have a dog, you have to pay ticket for this dog." The grandfather tried to explain to him, "See, this is not a dog, okay? This is a monkey, I will show you." And even he showed out, "See, this is a monkey. And it is not even quadruped." Quadruped, do you know? Quadruped means having 4 legs. So this is having 2 hands and these are 2 legs. Okay, so this is not a dog. Okay, but the ticket collector won't listen and he asked to pay 3 rupees. So grandfather paid him, though he was not happy, and then there was a tortoise in his pocket. He took out a tortoise and showed it to the ticket collector and said, "Do you want money for this one? Because you are charging tickets for the animals also." The ticket collector tickled it. He touched it and said, "No, this is not a dog, okay? You can take it." So in this way, one incident happened. So again, after doing his work, grandfather returned back. On his return to home, Toto was accepted by grandmother. Okay, this time Toto was accepted by grandmother and he was given a better place to live with Nana. Now who is this Nana? Nana is the donkey of the author's grandfather. Okay, so he stayed in the stable. Toto was also allowed to stay in the stable. So as Toto was staying there, that night, first night, grandfather thought, "Okay, I will go to the stable and maybe check how Toto is staying with the grandmother. Can he adjust with Nana or not?" Okay, in this way. But interesting thing is that when grandfather went there, he didn't see Toto. But in fact, what happened? This Nana, I mean the donkey, he was refusing to eat the hay, and he was also trying to take out the rope which was tied to the neck. Now grandfather thought, what is this Nana doing? He should not do this one, and he gave a big slap to the donkey. And when he moved back, what did grandfather see? Do you know? Grandfather saw that Toto was almost hanging in the big long ears of the donkey, with biting his teeth, with the teeth stuck on the ears of the donkey. So you can know how mischievous is the Toto. So in this way, till the time Toto stayed in their house, Nana and Toto never became friends. So in this way, days passed. Toto was mischievous. Every now and then he would do new and new mischievous thing. So days passed on. Now grandmother was very caring. We already know, she fussed whenever grandfather brought a new animal. But what grandmother did, she used to take lot of care of the animals. So she arranged bathing for Toto also. She felt that Toto should be bathed, okay, and he should be clean. So she arranged warm water. But Toto was very clever, okay. Simply you cannot drip him there, you cannot make him bath. So whenever he was taken to be given a bath, what he did, first he would put one of his finger, then another leg. Why? He would check the temperature of the water. If it is too hot, he won't go in. No? He didn't want to take the risks, I can say. So this was the problem with Toto. He was very clever. That is why grandmother already told, oh, he is very clever. You know. In this way, he did. And one day what happened? Grandmother put the kettle on the fire. One kettle of water for tea. Toto somehow went to the kitchen, and what did he do? He discovered that water was there on the fire. Probably he was feeling cold. So what he did? He entered the kettle. The water was warm. The temperature was good for him. It was bearable temperature. So he entered the kettle. And what did he do? He sat there. But as the time passed, the water started boiling all the more. Okay, that means the temperature was increasing. So he wanted to go out, but he didn't go out. Why? He was feeling cold. So again he popped in. Again the water was heating more. Again he popped out a little. Again popped in. So in this way things were going on. Suddenly grandmother came there, and she realized that almost this Toto was getting half boiled. So she pulled him out, hold him out. Okay, hold him out of the kettle. So we know how naughty he is. Okay, so in this way things went by. So Toto, every day he would play these things. Every day he would do some new mischievous activity. The days passed by. As the days passed by, one day what happened? Another incident took place. This time it was a bigger incident. What happened? Grandmother had prepared pulao, a big plate of pulao, and she had kept it on the table, on the dining table. Lot of relatives were there. The author was there, grandfather was there, grandmother was there, his aunts were there, everybody was there. They wanted to have the lunch, but suddenly grandmother entered the dining room, and what did she see? Toto was sitting, gobbling up, you can say. Okay, all the pulao. Seeing it, she screamed, "Oh my God, what is this monkey doing? Toto doing? See!" And everybody came, except for grandfather. Everybody rushed in. And at that moment, do you know what thing he did? He just took one of the plates from the dining table and threw it on the face of grandmother. Obviously, she was hurt, but then she moved back. And then one of the aunt, she proceeded forward. And what did she do? She wanted to stop Toto. But this time, Toto, you know, this is Toto, this is no other animal. Toto, what he do? He just took a glass of water and splashed it on the face, means directly on the face of the aunt. she was drenched in water. She was drenched in water. So in this way, what happened? This time also, they couldn't do anything. And at that hour, grandfather entered the room. When grandfather entered the room, do you know what happened? Toto thought, oh, he's caught. Maybe somewhere in his mind he had some respect for grandfather. Though it is not written there, because you can read a monkey's mind or animal's mind very difficult. Only we can sense them if you are attached to them. Maybe somewhere, or maybe he was frightened of grandfather. So what he thought, he now understood he is caught. Okay, he now well understood he is caught. So what he did, he took a big plate of pulao and he ran towards the window. Through the window he ran. And what did he do? After running through the window, he sat on a jackfruit tree. There was a big jackfruit tree outside with the plate of pulao in his hand. And he was eating every pinch, every grain of pulao. Okay, very carefully. He didn't want to miss. His mouth was stuffed. Okay, you know, stuff. Let me write one more meaning for you. Stuff. Fill. You can say fill. Okay, fill with every pinch of pulao. And then all of them were there, down there, standing. And somehow they wanted to get the plate back. And now the Toto did the most mischievous thing. What did he do? From the top of the tree, he just threw the plate of pulao down. And he was grinning, as if laughing, very excited, very happy. Why? Because whenever he did anything mischievous, he felt very satisfied. He's known for that one. He felt so satisfied that he had done something good. Like when we do something good, we feel very satisfied. So Toto's satisfaction was in doing some mischievous things. He was very happy. So after that one, what happened? Grandfather felt very sad. Okay, grandfather felt very sad, and what did he do? He couldn't stop. And grandmother's favorite dish was broken into 100 pieces. 100 pieces, not exactly by counting. Here 100 pieces refers to many pieces. Okay. Now the family member all sat together because now Toto was no more sweet. Even to grandfather also, he was no more intelligent to him. Now he was, in other words, you can say exposed or caught. So in Hindi we can say pakda gaya. So he was caught, he was exposed. And the main thing is that they are, according to the author, they are ordinary family or very common family. So the loss which Toto caused to the family, like tearing of blazers, breaking utensils, okay, then harming the other animals in the stable, or drenching this one, tearing the wallpapers, all this cost them a lot. Okay, so financially also you can say that means Toto was causing loss to them materially. Okay, and he was very naughty also, beyond their control. So it was better not to keep him. So with this decision, grandfather again went with Toto to the Tonga driver, and what did he do? He requested him to take back Tonga driver. But the Tonga driver, interesting thing is that did not buy Toto from grandfather. Grandfather himself paid another ₹3. 1, 2, 3. He paid 3 more rupees to the Tonga driver along with Toto. So in this way, what happened? Toto was given back to the Tonga driver. So in this way, the story ends here. So, my dear students, what do we come to know from the story? We come to know from the story that we should love animals, we should keep, but it is not easy to keep all the animals. Sometimes it becomes a challenge also. But in spite of this fact, we should appreciate the efforts of grandfather, that he took so much trouble. In fact, he made up a private zoo also of his own. Okay, so in this way, we come to the end of the story. Now let's sum up. So before in summing up, what is the first point of the story? The first point of the story is grandfather is very much fond of animals. Okay, so he has his own private zoo also with some number of animals, rabbit, squirrel, in this way, donkey, goat, and one day he brings a monkey. The name of the monkey is Toto, but Toto is so mischievous. Okay, in the beginning, what does he do? He spoils the room. Okay, he tears the blazers of the author. Then in the next incident, what does he do? Okay, he disturbs all the animal. He doesn't allow any of the animal to sleep. Then what does he do next? When he goes to the buy a train to Saharanpur, there he pops out his head, as a result of which grandfather is to pay some money. Next, what does he do? He disturbs Nana, with whom he was allowed to stay. Okay. So, and then what? And then other incidents are related with that one. So in this, so many things he does. No, other than disturbing Nana, he gets himself half boiled in the kettle. Okay. So still, he is very much active in his activities. Very active with his activities. You can say active with his activities. Okay. And this sentence can be used for Toto. And finally, what does he do? He breaks down the plate of pulao. So with this, I hope you understand the story. If you go through the story very nicely, which is given in your textbook Moments, you can understand it very nicely. So I hope you enjoyed my class. Thank you.